ABC Players Letters to Santa. It's December 2020 at Stuart's Opera House. Everyone is quiet as a mouse. The stage is decorated with several trees and lights, with the hopes that St. Nick will soon be in sight. The cast of ABC Players have written letters from their hearts, filled with joy, hope, and love. Well, and possibly some toys. We hope this lifts the spirits of each man, woman, girl, and boy. Thank you for tuning in. So now sit back and enjoy.
Dear Santa, I hope you are having a good year. This year has been hard for us wearing masks and staying away from our friends and family. I hope you, Mrs. Claus, and all the elves are staying healthy. What I wanted most for Christmas is for the coronavirus to be gone. But if you were able to bring gifts this year, I would love to have a gymnastics bar to practice my gymnastics skills. I've been doing a lot of gymnastics since quarantine. I hope you get lots of sleep before Christmas. I'll be sure to leave you some yummy treats. Love, Addie.
Dear Santa, I realize I'm writing this letter a few years past due, but life's gotten in the way and it's gotten pretty crazy lately. Anyway, I'm writing this letter to ask for one thing, and one thing only: hope. It's in low supply, and now more than ever. It's been dwindling for a while, but this year hasn't helped. 2020's done nothing but snuffed it out lately. Between the virus, the protests, people aren't sure what the worst part of this year is. It might be a little much to ask, but you never did make it clear what you could and couldn't do. I'm not asking for success. I know that. All I'm asking is for you to try. Or else that magical, happy feeling of waking up on Christmas morning might fade to the point of no return. Sincerely, Austin.
Dear Mr. Big Guy, this has been the best year ever. I remember the fires. I mean, s'mores for days, right? I know they say cheaters never win, but I've always been a Houston Astros fan. I got lots of civic lessons this year. At least that's what my dad told me when he made me watch hours of impeachment hearings. Next, I learned lots of science lessons and learned what an epidemiologist is. I forget exactly, but I know it means that we don't have to go to school anymore. What kid doesn't want a 7-month summer break? Mom and Dad said we had to stay home. But that's great! That's where all my video games are. My dogs have never been happier. My sister, not so much. So summer ended and they said that we had to go back to school. It's strange. I've not seen any of my friends, only burglars and bandits. In conclusion, give me video games. Love, your pal, Morris.
Dear Santa, hi, how are you? How are the reindeer? For Christmas this year, I would like a toy creepy white van, Hot Wheels school bus, Lego City Bank, a railroad, a railroad I'll share with my brother. A toy tow truck scale 140, a new computer for my dad. Clothes and earrings for Emaline. I don't know what mom likes, so bring her coffee. Sincerely, Quinn. Sincerely, Quinn. Okay. Whoop.
Oh, Santa, where do I even start? It's been a year, hasn't it? I hope you're doing well. I'm okay. I feel bad for the kids who have this in their history books. Imagine the chapter test. On my list, I have only a few requests. My main wish, money. This sounds greedy and generic, but there is a good cause. Through this pandemic, I have learned a lot, and I know many families have lost a lot. I want to use my money to help some of the less fortunate who were affected by the pandemic. Next on my list is my only personal want. I want some new volleyball shoes, if that's okay. Specifically, the Adidas Crazy Bounce 3s would be nice. They aren't a necessity, but one of my only wants this year. Finally, Santa, I wish for things to go back to normal. I wouldn't wish this year on anyone. So many terrible things have happened, all during a pandemic. Anyways, that concludes my letter. I hope everyone in the North Pole is doing all right. Say hi to the elves and Mrs. Claus for me. Best wishes, Madison.
Dear Santa, I am sure that we are all tired of this crazy year. It's nice that it is about to end. Something that a lot of us want this year is to see our friends and family. COVID-19 has prevented a lot of people from seeing their friends and family. I really know how it feels because I practically have not seen my grandparents, aunts and uncles, or cousins in nearly 2 years due to personal reasons in COVID-19. I really do not have much contact with them, and it makes me really mad. Something else I want for Christmas is a Roblox playset. I am not going to say which one, but geez Louise, it's $85. Why is a simple playset $85? Well, it is a limited edition set, so I suppose it could be that much. Finally, I want lots of cats for Christmas. We already have 6 cats, and a lot of people say, whoa, that's way too much. Well, for your information, we have enough room. I'm a cat person, my mom's a cat person, my dad's a dog person. I have never really been a fan of dogs. And so, if we get more cats, like 10 more would be nice, we can make a cat empire. No, wait, a cat nation. Ha-ha! Anyway, there's a few other things I would like for Christmas. I wish that everyone could have a nice Christmas. I wish people could be okay right now if they can't see their friends and family. I wish we could see our families more. It's a wacky Christmas, but wacky isn't always a bad thing. Anyway, Merry Christmas. Thanks, Eliza.
Dear Santa, all we want for Christmas is our old life back, our old life back, our old life back. Gee, if we could only have our old life back, then we could have a Christmas party. It seems so long since we ate out, with waiters bringing dishes to the table. And taking trips by air or land is more than we feel able. So
what you want for Christmas is our old life back, our old life back, our old life back. Gee, if we could only have our old life back,
then we could go and see the family. We all miss sharing hugs with friends, and being off the stage is really yucky. But when you think what could have been, we've been really lucky. So give our health providers all a double share of what they need to hang in there. And we'll be good and wear what we're supposed to wear. So 21 can bring a Merry Christmas, drinking eggnog, eating cookies with the family all together.
Thanks in advance.
Love,
Jim.
and Celeste.
Hey, Santa. To be honest, I don't know what I want for Christmas this year. Last year, I would have told you I wanted a new phone and an iPad and a TV for my room. Well, I see now why I got none of these things and some clothes instead. I really have no idea what to ask for. Here's a generic idea. Santa, maybe you could get rid of this virus. Allow families to see each other once again these holidays. I'd get to experience a comforting sleepover or friendly get-together normally for the first time in 267 days. People wouldn't be tearing each other apart over a face covering. I'm not asking for this entire year to be erased. I've learned so much and become so much more grateful for the little things in life. Plus, coronavirus has assured me a topic for my college application essay. Phew. So, Santa, do you think you could do this for me? Well, not just me, the whole world would be sending you praise. If this is an unrealistic request, I guess that's okay. I will accept a new phone, an iPad, or a TV for my room. Just kidding. If you can't diminish masks and social distancing, I would agree to receive some cold, hard cash, or a book so I can do my research on coronavirus and other current problems and use my money to help donate and take action towards these causes. That will be all, St. Nick. Thanks for inspiring me to give. Yours truly, Leah. Send.
Luke, your letter says, Dear Santa, thank you for sending my elf back early this year. She is safe in her quarantine jar. We also have watched lots of Christmas movies together and sang Christmas songs. There are some things I'd like to know about the North Pole.
How do you fly this sleigh of flying reindeer? How is the magic in the elves? Where does the magic come from? Does the magic come from an animal or a creature? What does the North Pole look like?
I have tried to be a good boy this year. When you come here on Christmas Eve, we will be sure to leave you a slice of pecan pie and a cold Coke. Mom says that's what you really like, especially since everyone else just leaves milk and cookies. Merry Christmas, Luke.
Should we take that part out about being a good boy?
Dear Santa, I hope you have been well. I know it's been a year, but I thought I ought to talk to you because we're in real need of some cheer. We stay 6 feet. We all wear masks. Can't it just be normal? Is that too much to ask? I know it's a hard ask. I know it's a lot to fix. But let me tell you, 2020 hit us like a sack of bricks. But I think that you could fix it. At least, maybe you could try. When lights go up and sleigh bells ring, maybe it won't feel so awry. And of course, I know this is a wish list full of many gifts. And admittedly, I do have a few things that make my spirits lift. I still love the Hunger Games, and I love The Walking Dead. I'm also really into Friends, so maybe you can run with what I've said. Anyway, 2020 wasn't perfect.
It's been quite the show, but I'm having higher hopes. I think up is the only place to go. So anyway, Santa Claus, I hope that you are well. The same goes for your reindeer and your many elves. 2020 wasn't perfect. I've said so in my letter. But I believe when Christmas comes, you'll make it so much better. Jozlyn.
Dear Santa, 2020 has been the worst year of my 11 years. Anyway, since this year has been awful, can you make the kids this year extra happy? And maybe stuff to make my family happy too? It's been a rough year, from the fires to where we are today. Also, is there any way you can get more people to wear a mask? P.S. Can I have some more animating stuff? I really want to be an animator, Lila.
Dear Santa, I would like a refund. I don't want to sound ungrateful, since last Christmas you spoiled me. But the new winter coat you got me didn't really come in handy since there was barely any snow. And those new American Eagle jeans got too small before I could wear them to school, since it got canceled. Which also means I didn't really get to use those gel pens you got me either. And the worst thing, I never got to use the Disney tickets you gave me. Luckily, that new computer did come in handy for school. And so did those Bath & Body Works hand sanitizers that you put in my stocking. I've already used them all up. All the other kids are asking for new clothes and games and such, but not me. All I want for Christmas this year is hope. I want to see my friends again, and I want to hug my grandma. If you could do that, I would be satisfied. I hope this letter reaches you. Emaline. P.S. Wear a mask when you get down our chimney. I would hate for you to be a super spreader. Also, there's some hand sanitizer beside the cookies and milk, so you can stay safe.
Dear Santa, this year has been such a strange, and for some, a devastating time. I think it would be great if all I was asking for were material possessions, but this year, I think there's something greater I want for Christmas. I just want to be able to wrap my arms around the people I love. I want to be able to laugh until we cry as we sit together inside our houses, talking and not worrying about anything at all. I want to watch a movie at the theater with my friends while we eat too much candy. I want to order too much food in a restaurant and overtip our awesome server. I want to sit in a classroom with all my friends and laugh in the cafeteria together while we run out of time to eat our lunch. I want to be on the court in my basketball uniform, guarding a jump shot, and then huddled up together with my teammates while we celebrate. I want to be on the stage, singing and dancing with my theater family. I want to look out into the crowd and see the joy on people's faces while we make them smile and laugh. I want to see the long, winding lines for the food bank get smaller and smaller until everyone has enough and no one has to struggle to feed their families. I want those who have lost a loved one to be able to grieve with support with hugs from their family and friends. I want new moms and dads to be able to celebrate with grandparents, aunts, uncles, and friends. I want those who feel so alone right now to know that they have someone in their corner cheering them on. I want to run into a friend or neighbor on the street and wrap them up in a big hug. I want to see the fear and sadness disappear. I want to see joy and hope again. Please, Santa, I really hope you can make my Christmas wish come true. Love, Addie. Send.
Dear Santa, how's it been? Are things just as crazy in the North Pole as they are everywhere else? I mean, you don't have much foot traffic, so it's possible you don't even have COVID-19. I bet you're getting a ton of letters this year asking you to get rid of the virus and get life back to normal. You see, this is kind of one of those letters. Lately, I've been asking myself, if COVID never happened, would I even be close to the person I am now? The truth is, I probably wouldn't, because although quarantine doesn't allow you to do a lot of the things you would normally do, I feel it has given plenty of new and different opportunities that have helped many of us grow. With this, I definitely wouldn't say I would want to have to keep wearing masks and stay far away from loved ones, or anyone for that matter. In fact, if you want to just make that disappear, I wouldn't complain. Although, the worst part about this isn't what the virus is making us do, but what it actually is. So many people have lost loved ones way before they're ready for it. And in that sense, I would kindly ask you to get rid of this virus and never let us see it again. Toodaloo, bye-bye. Although, sadly, I don't think any amount of Christmas spirit can just poof it away that fast. This is going to take a lot of work, and before we can get started, I need you to help give some people the love and joy they deserve this year. Everyone has been so worried, and they have a reason to be. But that doesn't mean they shouldn't get the love and support they need. Maybe their Christmas is being spent alone. Maybe their Christmas is spent helping and praying for infected people to get better. These are the people that deserve all of the love in the world. I know that what I'm asking for isn't the most traditional, but it doesn't take much to let someone know you care, especially if you're Santa. As for me, there isn't really anything I need. Now, I would greatly appreciate some cute clothes or something, but it would make me a lot happier just to know that people who are risking their lives or helping another are given a little appreciation this December. With many thanks, Tatum L'Heureux.
Dear Santa, I hope you're great. Tell your elves I say hi, please. I am 7. I'm in 1st grade. I wish the virus would go away so I can sit on your lap. For Christmas, I want some pins, a big teddy bear, puzzles, a shark game, and a Batman action figure. I hope you have a Merry Christmas. Love, Jojo.
Our show has now ended. We would like to say thank you to a few: Tbone McCauley, Mike Gimmer, and Kevin Price. Without your expertise, our show would not have been as nice. We cannot forget the Parsons. Yes, that is Jim and Celeste. The things they do around the stage is certainly the best. And thank you, Sydney Lewis, for all that you do, working backstage, helping the crew. We would be remiss if we did not mention the Nelsonville Chamber for lending some props that were certainly top-notch. And last but not least, the historic Stuart's Opera House that is seated on the square. Thank you for providing a home for the arts, for which we are a part. So in closing, to all of you, because we know you care, please consider a donation, and to do that, here's the location: www.santamusic.org. stuartsoperahouse.org or P.O. Box 217, Nelsonville, Ohio 45764. From our ABC Players Theater family to your family, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Ho, 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 ho.